This is Kat Klingesmith with Retro Crime. Merry Christmas. I found a crime that happened on Christmas Eve, and it takes place in Ohio in Trumbull County in 1937. In 1937, Louise Campbell was 28 years old, beautiful, and an heiress to an extremely wealthy steel magnate. Her grandfather was Louise Campbell, a millionaire who founded Youngstown Steel and Tube Company in Youngstown, Ohio. They lived outside of the city in a mansion on property which has now become a golf club. I think it's Pine Creek. I've been there, but I don't quite recall the name right now. Her mother was Cordelia Campbell, and Cordelia Campbell's maiden name was also Campbell. I went to Ancestry.com and looked up some family trees in there, and I believe Louise Campbell's mother and her father were second cousins. On Christmas Eve of 1937, her family threw a small party for family and friends. Their tree was decorated with small wax candles, which was the tradition before lights. It was very beautiful to see the flickering lights. However, of course, it's very dangerous. I had to look up how they avoided the tree going up like kindling. Unlike us, where I demand we get our Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving, provided that the weather is cold and rainy and everyone's miserable, and then we can go cut down a tree. The people who, back when lights were put on trees, they went and they got a fresh tree closer to Christmas time and kept it well hydrated. Ours is less hydrated because the cat drinks out of it. As careful as they were, they often kept sand and water nearby just in case. They were just absolutely beautiful with the twinkling lights. Much better than mine looks like now, I'm sure. And honestly, the candles on the tree were probably safer than those big bulbs we used in the 80s with the chipped paint that would get so hot that they would burn our hands. I don't know how I survived the 80s. I don't know how any of us did. Back to Louise. As I said, Louise was 28 years old. She was beautiful, and she was also very bored. So she got drunk on eggnog and beer. I'm trying not to say as lit as the Christmas tree. I can't be the only one who suffers from a lack of self-restraint when it comes to bad puns. Also, as toasted as a chestnut works. I am so sorry, and I will stop. So, bored and drunk, Louise thought it would be fun to go out and drive around. Her dog followed her into the garage and jumped on the front seat of the car. However, Louise had forgotten her keys. For the dog's safety, she took the pistol kept in the driver's side pocket. It was loaded and ready to use in case she fell into any danger driving at night. While carrying it, she re-entered the living room and asked where her keys were. Either no one heard her or everyone ignored her. To get their attention, she began shooting out the candles on the tree. Her mother yelled, "Louise!" and ran over to wrestle the gun out of her hands. In the tussle, it accidentally went off and shot her mom. Louise was horrified and ran out to the garden to commit suicide. A family friend found her and brought her back. Emergency services were summoned, and her mother used her last words to insist that it was an accident. Louise went to jail, where she went on a hunger strike for 3 days. When it was officially ruled an accident, Louise decided to stay until her mom's funeral, so her sister brought her Christmas presents while she was in jail. She said that it wasn't so bad there, and the warden's wife was very nice to her. Either the Trumbull County Jail had wonderful hospitality, or maybe the penal system is a little different for the heiresses of steel tycoons compared to everyone else. Maybe. I looked into what happened afterwards. She got married, had a bunch of kids, got separated, moved to Santa Barbara, lived in a big, beautiful mansion down there, and died in the 80s. Hopefully not by touching one of those big hot bulbs on a Christmas tree. Thank you and Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and thank you for listening, of course.